like my first little thing, I'm brainstorming. I need to just have a camera, so I'm brainstorming, and like you catch a brainstorm because once the camera's on, now I'm talking to the camera. I'm not brainstorming anymore, right? But what I was talking about or brainstorming about was kind of how to introduce juicing to different people, and for me, I'm no expert. What I'm day number two, but I'm going into this. First off, if you're just gonna start tomorrow, that's stupid. Um, I've if you've been taking my classes or whatever, all you need is 10 minutes. My little fitness, been paying attention to what I've been doing, then you'll kind of know that I've been trying to work on getting my water up, my water intake up, not trying to eat sugar, all that kind of good stuff. So I've been over the years, especially if you know me personally, I don't eat sugar at all. I don't eat sweets now, but every morning, and since I've been working out, and started this little adventure, I've been paying like close attention to my coffee. And every morning, because there's two very highly addictive things in what I do for my coffee, right? Caffeine is very addictive. The second one is sugar is very addictive, right? So the caffeine in the coffee and then the sugar, which probably that's caffeine maybe, I don't know what's in sugar, is also very addictive. So my morning routine, and then I eat a banana, which I mean, it's potassium, but it's pretty sweet. That would fill my stomach up. So, sometimes I'd eat a sandwich or something like that, maybe an omelet. But for the most part, I wouldn't eat very much food in the morning time. So the starving of myself is a little bit normal because I didn't eat a very big breakfast anyways. Uh, when I eat a lot of food, I tend to get sleepy. So that's part of the reason why I want to do the juicing to shoot the vitamins in me, right? And then try to optimize my focus and my productivity through different vegetables and fruits. And because if I eat them, then I'd get hungry, like I'd get sleepy. But drinking them, I'm trying to see if it has a different effect on me, right? So that brings up a good point where I just said that. I have a mission why I'm doing this, right? I have very uh, definite reasons why I'm experimenting, right? I'm not just going into this willy nilly and be like, oh, juicing, it's the next crave. I'm gonna do it. No, I'm not doing that at all. I have specific missions, specific things I'm looking at and looking, observing in myself, which I'm going to be changing, right? So part of like, okay, we have a few things. My kidneys, I was kind of feeling kind of heavy back there. I wanted to figure out what is it? Is it the coffee that I'm drinking? Because I eat pretty healthy, but I wanted to reset everything when it comes to like my kidneys because that processes your stuff. So I want to clean that all out, right? My intestines, they say that you hold a whole bunch of you know fecal matter in your intestines from years ago. Um, I can't get rid of these love handles as much as I wanted, right? So I'm thinking, all right, well, if I'm holding weight, right, I don't care about the poop that it's holding. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I got love handles and I'm trying to flush myself out. If I can clean out a few pounds, right, then what's wrong with that, right? I'd rather be clean anyways, right? So those are two of the distinct reasons on why I'm doing it for my body, right? But for my mind, well, I want to, I want to see. Well, no, because this is more mine. The other part of the body is more muscle development. By trying different vegetables and fruits, I'm trying to find what works best for me on muscle development, like on muscle development, being able to find my proteins to rebuild, to to rejuvenate my muscles and have them ready for the next day. Because through working out every day, I'm trying to, be healthier, right? And trying to see which vegetables react the best with me. So each person is different. I could read a book and I'll be like, yeah, that's gonna work. But maybe that person is completely different, has a completely different genetic makeup than I do. So it worked for that person, but it might not work for me. So that's why I'm giving myself a whole month. Now, if you pay attention during this little series, you're gonna hear me complain and whine and say I'm gonna quit, but that's typical. That's what we go through in our mind, right? We are trying to convince ourselves to quit majority of the time, but if we just do it and ignore ourselves, then we finally get things done, right? But the biggest battle is the battle within yourself to just like basically fight yourself on whether you're gonna do something or you're not, right? That's the biggest battle that you have to deal with constantly. All the other exterior battles are easy compared to the battle of dealing with yourself. Like either I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do this, right? So with that being said, like mentally, while I'm trying to have vegetables and all this and the juicing, because what they're saying is there is like a shot of nutrients going into your bloodstream fast. That's why you're chopping everything up and extracting the juice, right? So you're trying to extract some of the vitamins, right? You're not getting all the nutrients of the vegetables. So I'm gonna try to figure out how I can incorporate that. Because I'm greedy. I want all the vegetables. I don't want just some of the nutrients. I want all of it, right? So if it's a kind of like a shot of cocaine, right, where it instantly goes into your bloodstream. Well, if the juice of the vegetables are instantly going into your bloodstream, once I go through the mental block, then it should immediately affect whether it's my focus or whatever it is. Maybe I find some vegetable that works well with determination, right? I'm not sure. Like right now, everything's working kind of counterproductive against me, but that's also means because I'm everything that's been working thus far, the caffeine and the sugar, I'm like, chit, that's done. So my body's over here arguing with me. I'm like, well, what's going on? Where's the caffeine? Where's the sugar? I need the caffeine. I need the sugar. I need to get going, right? Well, when I don't have the caffeine or the sugar, my body's over here couldn't move this morning. I couldn't get out of bed. I wasn't motivated. I was like, man, screw this. And I've never done this. Well, of course I've done it, but sober, because I didn't drink a beer. I didn't do anything. Like I was extremely boring last night. I drank my vegetable juice and then read and fell asleep. I smoke a little weed, but whatever. Well, this morning, I didn't want to move. I didn't want to get out of bed. I made a horrible video, right? This really affected me in a negative way. But then we also have to remember we're detoxing. I have been on the sugar and caffeine diet for years. So it would make sense that it's going to be a little bit before my mind is like, okay, we can survive without the sugar and the caffeine and the alcohol. Right? So keep giving it a chance. Don't give up. Keep going. If you're having problems, if you're just starting like I am. But yeah, first thing you need to do is have a definite reason why you're doing this, right? So I told you, I named off a few of the reasons. There's more because there's more vegetables, right? I'm learning more about this, and some of the vegetables don't work, so I got to experiment a little bit different ways. And like I said, there's a lot of discard of the vegetable, which there's still nutrients in there, so I want to kind of figure out how I can incorporate that in my life as well. If it's already there, I might as well use it, right? So yeah, there's a lot to this, that this is the beginning of the journey, but while you're even considering this, make sure you do one thing, and that's have a definite reason why you're doing this. Don't just do it willy-nilly, because there's no point. What are your definite goals? What are you trying to accomplish? And then go from there. All right.